Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessed Mess Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, OA's Voices of Recovery. Page 294, October 20th. Just as a sponsor is not responsible for the sponsoree's disease, neither are we responsible for his or her recovery. That is from a guide for sponsors, page 12. Another book I didn't know existed. I should check that out. Okay. As I grow in the program of Overeaters Anonymous, I need to recall how it was in the early days of abstinence. The pink cloud effect made me believe that everyone could do just as I was doing. After having several sponsorees drop out of OA and others who found recovery in different ways, I came to the awareness that I was not in charge. Each person has his own path. I need to follow what is best for me and let go of other people's programs. Yeah. We have our own individual path. That's why I think it's so helpful and important that in 12-step meetings, we share in a general way what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. Because what I needed specifically is not what you're going to need. You can't follow my formula and get the same results because you're not the same person. You don't have the same issues, the same wounds, the same kind of addictions. Even if it's the same substance, yours comes in different ways. So that's part of the frustrating part, and the beautiful part of 12-step work is even though we're kind of starting in the same place, we have the same end goal, the way that we get there, the way that it looks like is very different. So what works for me is not necessarily going to be what works for you. And that's good, and that's okay. And that's something that we all get to remember. And I think it's a common human experience to be like, oh my gosh, I did this and it was so great. And like, you need to do it too. And it's going to change your life. And that's not necessarily true. Or they may just not be ready for that. The reason why it worked for you is because you were ready. You were willing to do the work. And if someone's not in that same place, it's not like applying medicine to an illness. It's not going to be A plus B equals C. There are so many variables. And we have to remember that. We have to remember that so we can approach people with compassion and not tell them what to do and just say, hey, this worked for me. And I hope you figure it out. I hope you find your way. So I hope you find your way. I hope you find a solution for your pain. And if it's in the 12 steps, and if it's with coaching, that's beautiful. And I'm happy. And I get excited because that's what worked for me. But ultimately, you get to, and it's your obligation to find what works for you. And remember, too, that our willingness, our openness to learn and to take counsel is a huge part of it. So perhaps we tried something at one point and it didn't work. That even doesn't mean that it couldn't work down the road when perhaps we have a different disposition. And so it's all about the posture of our hearts. And then many things can start to take effect. So pray for that willingness, pray for the posture of your heart. If you're having trouble starting anywhere, getting help and seeking change in your life, just pray for the posture of your heart to be one that is open to help and to change. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.